Hello, it's Saturday the 23rd of September and this is the Thunderball video looking at what happened in draw 2118. This is what the chart looks like before the draw, and then when the last draw occurred, that's how the chart changed. Number 30 dropped from there, 17 dropped from there, 24 from up there somewhere, 34 from there, 38 from there. So this is where the numbers were. See? This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. If you'd picked those numbers, then you would have got 5 numbers. And this is where they ended up. They dropped down to the most recent line, draw 2118. Now, you might be wondering why those numbers occurred together. Now I'm going to show you. This is a chart for all the numbers paired with number 17. Now on this chart, let's look where those other numbers are that occurred with 17. I mean, let's look at where they were before that draw. Here's where they were. 38 was up there. It was the most overdue. 30, one of the most recent. I'll show you why 30 came out in a minute. 34 and 24. So these other three numbers came out with 17 for no real reason, but you can see why 38 came out with 17, because it was the most overdue. So let's have a look at the chart for 38. Now on the chart for 38, number 30 is the most frequent, and that's probably why number 30 came out, because it was obviously most frequently occurring with 38. 38 came out with 17 because it was the most overdue. 30 came out with 38 because it's the most frequent. Here's 24. Notice how close it is to the top right corner, so it's quite overdue for its frequency. And then if we look at where 34 is, it's one of the slower numbers that needs to catch up. And notice how there's a bit of a gap here in the chart, a bit of a space. Well, 34 dropped down to here and filled that space. This is how the chart changed. See, these are all the numbers paired with 38. So we can see why 30 come out, it's the most frequent. Let's have a look at the chart for number 30. Okay, and the chart for number 30, most frequent numbers with number 30, 24 and 38. This is where they were before that. See, overdue. Slightly more overdue than all the other numbers, because most of the other numbers are in this section, and these most frequent numbers are up here, waiting to be drawn with number 30. That's why they came out with number 30. So what other numbers were there? 34. Where's 34 on this chart? Let's just see. There it is. Quite frequent, you see. So let's find 17. 17 right there in the middle of this dense region that needs to spread out. And this is what happened in the last draw. So you can see 24 was probably the most overdue for its frequency on the chart for number 30. So you see the type of reasons that I look for to pick my numbers. You can use the same type of logic to look at why these numbers came out in the last draw. See, we're looking at the chart for number 24. 30 most frequent, 38 quite overdue for its frequency. So, I mean, if we look at the pair, the numbers paired with each other, let's look at the chart for. Oh, these are actually groups of 3 numbers on this chart, and that's where they occurred. Let's look at the chart for 34. That's what it looks like now, but before the last draw it looks like this. So you've got lagging behind, needing to catch up, you've got most frequent, you've got somewhere in the middle, and these are the numbers that occurred with 34. Now if you look at the whole chart, let's try and make up some reasons for why these numbers occurred. So we could say 30 occurred because it's one of the most frequent, 34 quite overdue, 24 overdue, 17 just somewhere in the middle. So let's look at the chart for the 2 machines that are being used at the moment. See, before the last draw, 34, lagging behind, seriously needs to catch up. Guess what? That number came out. There it is. Notice I predicted that number. So I didn't do very well because obviously I only got one number. And if we look at the chart for 34 in those 2 machines, there's not really many clues to say that you need to pick 30, 24, you know, the other numbers as well. I can't remember what they were now. But anyway, you can see 34 needed to catch up. Here's 30, 24. See 24 close to top right. Now if we narrow it down even further and look at the 4 sets of balls that they're using. Oh yeah, they've gone to the sets 1 to 4 now, haven't they? So that'll be these ones. Okay. Okay, there's no numbers on this chart and I don't know why. Oh dear, I think I've broke it. Seriously, I don't know what's going on now. I'll just press undo a load of times. Right, I don't know what I did then, but I think I broke it. Right, let's try that again. Oh, I bet that's what I did. Right, anyway. This is the chart for the 2 machines and the 4 sets of balls before the last draw. Guess which is the most overdue number? 17. So, look at the chart for 17. And then, when we're on the chart for 17, we'll look at the lotto as a whole. Oh, 38, most overdue. And then, obviously, we'll look at the chart for 38. 30, most frequent. You see, if we'd have used this type of logic before, 24, most overdue for its frequency. Chart for 24, sorry. You see, if we'd used this logic, we could have got all 5 numbers. Right? So let's apply the same rules to the next draw. Right? Same rules that I just used to get to all 5 numbers. Right, start with the chart for these 2 machines and these 4 sets of balls. Right, 31, most overdue for its frequency. Let's pick 31. And then we'll look at the chart for number 31, and we'll look at all machines and all sets of balls. Right, 21, most overdue. Let's look at the chart for 21. See what's most frequent. 22. So we'll have 22. And let's have a look at the chart for 22. Now on this chart we've got 31, which popped into my head earlier for some reason. We'll have that, and let's have number 12, most overdue. Now, these are the main numbers that I'm picking. Wait a minute, I've already picked 31. I don't know why I picked 31 twice. What other number could I pick instead? And let's go back, we'll go back to... Let's go back to the chart for 21. Okay, got 23, most overdue to come out with 21. So we'll change that to 23. Let's have a look at the chart for 23. Number 3. Overdue for its frequency. Let's have number 3. So, that's an interesting little set of numbers, isn't it? Or should I go back to 12, which is down there? I'm not sure now. Right, I'm just going to pick these numbers for Thunderball tonight. These are my main numbers. Now, to pick the Thunderball, let's have a look at what happened in the last draw with the Thunderball. So now we've done with main numbers, go to the Thunderball numbers. We can look at the entire draw history because there's always been 14 Thunderball numbers. Now this is what the chart looks like before the last draw. And then that happened, 7 dropped down, and there's number 7 now. That's what happened in the last draw. Basically a number from somewhere in the middle just dropped down for no apparent reason. Maybe it's something to do with the 2 machines and the 4 sets of balls that we used. Let's see where number 7 is on this chart. Oh, there we go. 7 is lagging behind and needs to catch up. Maybe that's why number 7 came out in the last draw. Because it changes the chart from looking like that to looking like that. So guess what I think is going to happen next? I still think number 8 is going to come out next, because it's the most overdue for its frequency. So if we draw a line here, could have the most frequent, number 3, or we could have the most overdue. But what I find interesting is the fact that we've got 5 numbers in this column. So I think number 8. So that's my video showing how I'm picking the Thunderball numbers for tonight. Now this is the chart for what the Thunderballs are based on all the draws since the number of main numbers went up from 35 to 39. looks like number 3, most frequent. Kind of overdue a little bit. So maybe I'll have number 3 instead of number 8. Because if number 8 drops, it will look like that. Number 3 drops, it will look like that. So now I'll stick with number 8. So that's my choice for tonight's Thunderball draw. Good luck with your choices. I hope that looking at this video has helped you to pick winning numbers. Bye for now.